you wanted the best, you've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com. Ladies and gentlemen, there, listening to welcome to 16 to 17 years of the Chris Voss Show, one of the oldest podcasts still alive and broadcasting regularly, 48 new shows a month, over 2,500 episodes you can binge watch on the Chris Voss Show. You can see people that it's like a time capsule. We know people that are 16, 17 years younger, and some people aren't with us anymore. So you can see some wonderful people and their insights, et cetera, et cetera.
Opinions expressed by guests on the podcast are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the host or the Chris Voss Show. Some guests of the show may be advertising on the podcast, but it is not an endorsement or review of any kind.
Today we have two amazing authors on the show, and they've got a prolific series that they've written, 4 books with the 5th one coming up soon. It is called Sneable Sports 5. Meet Tommy Tacklebarry, Team Leader, out April 11th, 2025 by Jennifer K. Rosen and Michael T. Pellegrino. We're going to get into some of their insights and what caused them to write these books and what they're looking to hope to do to inspire people as well. Jennifer lives in Fort Myers, Florida with her husband, daughter, and their 2 dogs. She has a degree in early childhood education. She's worked for several years as a teacher in both private preschools and public elementary schools. Michael lives in St. Petersburg, Florida, with his life partner, Lynn. He's the creator and founder of the Sneable characters and the Sneable Sports 5. Born and raised in upstate New York alongside his identical twin brother and twin older siblings, his creativity has been a defining trait. Having been bullied for wearing glasses as a child, he understands the hardship many children face with the rise of social media. Through the Sneable Sports 5, Michael seeks to address issues like bullying and showing kids that have unique qualities that make them special. Welcome to the show, both of you. How are you?
Good. How are you, Chris?
Really good. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes.
Thank you. It's good to have us. Give us any .com, social media, wherever you want people to find out more about you on the interwebs.
We are at SneablesSports5.com, and you can find us on the internet. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and a TikTok page.
Jennifer, or yes, Miss Rosen, anything else you want to throw in?
You said our social media sites, so that's good too. In the Sneable Sports 5, our website has some fun activities for the children with coloring pages and other activities to do too. So hopefully we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Oh yeah, let's get into it. Give us a 30,000 overview in both your opinions what Sneable Sports 5 is about.
The Sneable Sports 5 is a group of 5 athletes that come together to help the kiddos. Helping kids is what they love to do. And they share their life experiences on when they were growing up and what they went through. And their motto is, if we can do it, you can do it better.
Yes, and I think one of the big things about the Sneable Sports 5 is that they are a team, and they work together as a team. So the main character, the first character, the team leader, Tommy Tacklebarry, helps to build that team first. So the first 5 books will really be about building that team, and then we'll build on to that with more books, introducing just some members of the team.
So what is the Sneable?
That's for Michael.
I'm really curious. I'm learning a new word today.
I came up with this idea about these animated characters. I designed these animated characters and was battling a name that I could come up with. And I came up with Weebles. And then I went with Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. So I went Weebles, Sneables.
Somehow it just rolled, right? I don't.
Weebles and Sneables.
I guess it's kind of like asking what is a Muppet, you know?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's a little bit.
I gotta be honest with you, Chris. I battled for a week or two to come up with a name for the characters, and that's basically how I came up with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's just, and does it denote anything? Does it refer to any sort of? Does it have any basis of reference?
No, it does not. No, it's just the name of
just for fun.
name.
Just for fun.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a unique name, a Sneable. Sounds like something. Sounds like I don't know, something you get from sneezing too hard or something. I don't know. Just do a joke, folks. We just do the jokes in the show.
Yeah, well, I know it's an unusual name, but that's how I came up with it, and I kind of stuck with that over the years.
All right. Well, so give us now. Jennifer? Did you want to jump into any definitions on the Sneable in your opinions?
Michael's the one that came up with them, so I just kind of came into it and found it and said, you know what, these look fun.
So, in what ways do you both contribute to the book? I know I see illustrator here and author. Tell us how you guys work this out between the two of you.
Well, Jennifer is a very talented writer, and she's a great author, and her family is talented authors also. Where I come in is where we just, during a collaboration, we decide who goes first and second in the book series. So we start off with the leader, Tommy Tacklebarry, and what direction he's going to go in and what characters are going in there. I'm more of writing the script and writing the background, turning it over to Jennifer, and we collaborate back and forth page by page.
So he gives me kind of like, initially he had a very short background for the first 5 characters on his LinkedIn page, actually. And then he gave me a few other little ideas of where he wants to go with that. And I just kind of take it and run with it. So I write the stories, but then we always throw ideas back and forth at each other. And since it's all about teamwork, I think that's important part. We emulate teamwork really well. I tell him then I'll send him, after I get the story written, I'll send him what I call a storyboard. So I say, here's what I think the illustrations should look like. And then he works on those illustrations. And then we bounce ideas and he goes, well, maybe this will work better. I'm like, yeah, that'll work better. And we just go back and forth. Yeah.
Sounds like you guys make a nice collaborative team. Tell us, there's 4 books in the series. And there's a 5th one that's coming out from my understanding. Yes. Tell us about what you're trying to accomplish. We talked in the bios about bullying and some of the different issues. This is targeted towards children, of course, children's books. Tell us some of the issues that you broach in the books and try and, give blueprints to resolve.
Okay.
Michael, you can start with Tommy, and then
we'll start with Tommy Tacklebarry, the team leader. He's him and his family are from Pigskin, Texas.
Is there actually a place called Pigskin, Texas?
Well, that's what I came up with. That's what I came up with. The football.
I mean, they have a lot of football there, so that might make sense.
Right, that's what he was thinking.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I mean, it's football. They got the Cowboys and the Texans in Texas. There's a lot of football there.
It's possible. It's possible. And so it starts with Tommy, and as a child, even as a toddler, he was everything he touched. He was, as far as sports, I mean, he could throw a football or a ball when he was crawling around on the floor. So he was a very talented athlete, but he struggled in the classroom. And Jen will explain that to you.
Yeah, so we gave Tommy a little bit of a learning, not a disorder, but just a challenging learning type. So there's different styles of learning that we know of, like visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is probably the most misunderstood by parents and teachers. It doesn't mean they have ADHD. It just means that they learn in a different way, usually by something active. So that was something that not all I don't want to say, so teachers sometimes even struggle with that. Like, it tends to be the child that doesn't want to sit down, can't stay still, can't focus. But if they learn how they learn best, then we can work with that. And as a teacher, I've run into those children a lot.
Yeah. And so children that might be having issues, this can be a great book for them to help. I remember my issues when I was a child in elementary school with bullies that would steal your lunch money.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
That happened to me a lot.
Yeah. So the bullying issue was because he was one that the teachers always had to talk to. So they thought, oh, he's, quote unquote, the bad kid. But we never, as a teacher, never called the kids the bad kid. But like, just for an example, I'll just throw this out there. As going with my early childhood education part, a child who's a kinesthetic learner might learn how to do their numbers or math better by playing hopscotch rather than having it written on a board or something like that, if that makes any sense. So they can see the numbers and they can play the hopscotch, so they're doing something active.
Yeah.
And so that was one of his issues. That's the issue he was facing.
Yeah, I mean, I like stuff where you can see the real world application. Go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Michael.
No, in the book series, Tommy does have two important mentors. He has one of his teachers, Mrs. Angleton, and it's Coach Bevels. They are mentors that help him through what he's going through.
Oh, that's good. It's good to have mentors in life.
They take those strong suits that he does have and build onto those strong suits.
That's one of the great things about teachers too, is they really help. Sometimes when you're going through those hardest times in life, you're growing, developing, and of course, school just seems to be a huge hazing sort of incident.
That's true.
Pretty much describes my whole childhood of schooling. Was just constantly being hazed. I mean, even in high school, I had bullies and people are trying to mess with us, and you're just like, when does this end? And then I got into real life and I had bullies and people that wanted to bully me. And now I'm on social media and I have the same thing. So it just never ends. Yeah. Like on YouTube, they're like, you talk too much and you never let the people talk. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we do. And, I can say 5 words and they'll write that I talk too much on the YouTube videos. So.
No, you're fine. I enjoy watching your videos.
I know. I'm like, how much, and then if I don't talk enough, then they say that I'm not engaged enough. And I'm like, you wanted the client, you wanted the guest to talk. I mean, make up your freaking mind. You can't win.
You can't win at all. No.
Lots of bullies. So books like yours can help prepare you for a lifetime of bullies and
or other issues also.
Life lessons is what Tommy learns from his two mentors as he's going through middle and high school. And he takes those life lessons and forms the foundation, KYDA, Keep Your Dreams Alive, with his parents. Okay. And now it branches out where it becomes so large, he has to find co-founders. And his sister Daisy, I'll let Jennifer take that from there, introduces him to our next book, Jenny Love.
Right. So if you don't mind, I'll go ahead to go on with Jenny Love. So Jenny Love is the second book. She's book 2. So we meet Daisy in Tommy's book. Daisy is Tommy's sister. She plays tennis. And we find out that Jenny is also a tennis player. And they're going to a tennis tournament. And at the big tennis tournament, Jenny sees Daisy and she's very nervous because it's her first time at a tournament. And Jenny's been through a few. And so she goes over and talks to her and they discover they build a friendship. And through that friendship is how she meets Tommy and she finds out about the Sneable Sports 5, this team that he wants to put together to help other kids. So Jenny is an inspirational speaker, but she starts off as a child, she was a stutterer. So she stutters, and through tennis, her speech therapist helps her use her love of tennis to help her calm her body, to learn to calm her nerves. She's, when she's nervous or excited, she uses tennis as a way of her calming therapy, and it helps her to be able to speak better and not stutter, and she actually becomes a pretty good singer also.
Ah, well, that's awesome.
She also has a mentor as she's going through school. Dorothy Shorthing is her speech therapist.
Yes. Yeah, so Dorothy really helps her, and she joins the team as a mentor, as well as Coach Bevel and Mrs. Angleton. And can I just say, Mrs. Angleton is based on my mom, who was a teacher, and she was very inspiring. Yeah, very, who was always very in tune with her students, and we both have a lot of characters that are influenced by real people in our lives.
Teachers are so important. My mom was a teacher for 20 plus years. So is my sister. Awesome. Teachers change lives. They give inspiration.
Yes.
Like I said, through all the hazing, they kind of help give you a pathway out where they're like, hey, it's okay. And teachers have supported me when I was younger and got bullied and stuff. And, they made the experience, not that the experience of bullying can be made much more pleasant, but they gave an alternative sort of view, like it's not quite as bad as you think, and this is part of the gig. But it definitely prepared me for adulthood. But having some of these books and talking about some of these hard lessons gives people a vision. When I was younger, finding other people that I think you mentioned people that were kind of like I think you said founders or board members or people that were like them.
So they're founders and they're mentors.
Yeah. And so me finding other people who thought like me when I was young made me realize that I wasn't alone. And that was really important because, you can really feel alienated when you're in your teens and you're in school and you're getting bullied and hazed and you're comparing yourselves to other people, that really doesn't, measure up to really who you are and stuff. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
That peer pressure. The peer pressure.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Right. Absolutely.
That peer pressure will do it every time. And so, it's one of those things that can really help you in that regard. So with the series, you guys are writing this. Do you have a plan on how many books you're going to have in the series?
Yes, we do.
We all know it's the Sneable Sports 5, so there definitely are 5 books. But other team members do join from different countries.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It becomes, and some from the States as well. Right.
As the States, and then branches out globally because everybody starts to find out what the Sneable Sports 5 is doing, and they're helping the kids. Before we go into the next book, Chris, I do want to mention that each book has a message in the book for the grandparents and caregivers. Our books are unique and different because in the end, we have a little workshop for the kids, and there's how can you be a positive team player? This is JT Jammer's book, which we're going to get into next. There's a workshop, and the kids earn a certificate once they become a team member. They sign a certificate in the back of the book, and you can pull it out of the book and you can frame it. This is a good keepsake.
Yeah, there's Jenny's certificate. So each book offers that checklist, like you said, and the parents can decide maybe, with the kids, what activities they can do to help earn that team member. Maybe for one child, it's only doing 2 things. Maybe their child can do 5 things, or they don't have to do everything on the list, but just gives them ideas of how to be a team member. And teamwork, is important for life and skills.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
Yeah. And then go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just pulling silly references.
Yeah, you're right, though. You're right.
Well, in this, for instance, it does.
Yeah.
And so the third book in the series is Meet JT Jammer. He's the basketball star, and he's a math whiz. He's a teacher, and he's from Dribblewood, Indiana.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Jenny's from Gainesville, Virginia. I forgot to tell you that one. But Dribblewood, Indiana.
Dribblewood. Is there such a place called Dribblewood? Because that's another name that I would believe it. The Indiana Hoosiers in basketball. Yeah. I would totally buy that You told me that was a real city. I'd just be like, yeah, it must be. I mean, who would name the city that isn't in Indiana?
Well, JT is about my family, and JT is my older brother.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So this story is about basically my family and my older brother. My mother raised 2 sets of twins on her own that were 2 years, 2 months apart.
Mm-hmm.
Enhanced the company name Today and Tomorrow's Creations. That's how I came up with that. Yeah.
She was a single parent raising two sets of twins on her own.
Yeah. She works in the school cafeteria, and she's also the superintendent of the building that we live in. And also, too, our grandparents are also in the building, the apartment building, and they're upstairs, and everybody helps out. Obviously, everybody helps out.
So that's shown in JT's book. Yeah.
My mother decides she's going to go to nursing school. So that is a challenge right there. And she completes her nursing license and she graduates. And, as we get older, yep, she's a nurse. And she basically looks like that. So
there's his mom.
There you go. That works out great. I mean, I think you got a lot of inspiration going on here in the series. Tell us about what you have on the website you offer. And then I see these shirts, the T-shirts behind you guys. Tell us about that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can go into that too. So on the website, we have activities for the kids to do, coloring book, pages, and we try to change them regularly. It's been harder than I thought to change them, but we do have activities that are learning activities. So I have some new activities up there for winter break, mostly like reading. We have like Sudoku. I created these online and word finds, that type of thing. And then we have math problems, just little things to keep them going. The age group, by the way, is, even though we say it's for all ages, it really is for all ages, but the target age is for maybe 2nd to 5th grade.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're going with that. But again, it's for everyone in the family. And I want to mention a little bit about that too, real quick, before we talk about the marketing. In the back of every book also, along with what we talked about with the certificate, the main character, like in JT's book, talks about more of what he went through. Like his book is mostly about the importance of community, because his family helped raise him, but
we were poor.
So and community was very important. So he built a community center to help bring that community back together that he sees falling apart, that he grew up, the community that he grew up with was kind of falling apart. No safe places for the children to play. So he built a community center. And then he talks a little bit more about those things in here, but also the mentors in each book. Like for him, it's Carl Kulwick, who is his uncle, his mom's brother. That becomes the mentor, but then he talks a little bit and gives more information to the parents, not just to the children. So we talk to the parents and caregivers of the children as well. So we want the families to be involved, not just the kids. We want this to be a family book as well. So, and Carl Kulwick is based on my dad, sort of.
I'll tell you what, Chris, the community center was a blessing, because now the Sneable Sports 5 have a place to meet. I mean, they're not coming over here at my house anymore. It was just so full of energy, and they're all over the place. It would just got to be too much. Tommy Tacklebarry throwing the football around in the house. It just got to be too much. So now they meet at the community center that JT and his uncle, built in Dribblewood, Indiana.
So what else do we need to talk about with the books that maybe we haven't fleshed out, and what people are doing with them? I know one question I had, we kind of touched on this, I think, in the pre-show, about the importance of reading, the importance of influence on young children and parents reading to children too. We've been talking about that lately. Why is that important as well?
Yeah, so Michael, I'll take this for a minute and then I'll let you join in too. But I think it's super important as a childhood educator, also I'm an early childhood educator mostly, but reading to children is the building block of all other learning.
Wow.
And even when your child is old enough to start to learn to read, you can still read to them a book that's maybe a step above their reading level, and their vocabulary will grow. There's so much media out there and so much right now. We're taking the time just to spend that time, that quality time, and build that relationship with your child while you're reading to them. It's a building block that I think is missing in many of the children today. And I think we need to get back to reading and not just putting it on a book on the iPad and let them listen to a book on there. You want to they want to hear your voice, and you have built that communication with your child, better communication. I read to my daughter every single day from the time she was born, the day she was brought home from the hospital, until the day we still read to her. I still read to get to her in middle school. By high school, she even said to me sometimes, I miss when we used to read together.
Oh.
So and I think that's important. It builds a better bond for parents and children that I think they're missing. There's such a separation when you just hand them a screen. And reading
we are also finding out that parents that purchase the book wind up reading the book and enjoying the book because it gives them flashbacks to when they went to school. And my 96-year-old father-in-law has every book and loves every one of them.
Yeah, so we really want it to be for the whole family to enjoy together and talk about and open up conversations that are tough conversations. I think the fourth one, we'll talk about that real quick if we have time. Just the Sneable Sports 5, the Samantha Goal Kicker. She's book number 4. This book just came out. We last week, actually. So We're really excited that we got it in before the podcast. But this came out just and her situation is a little different. She's adopted, but she went through a couple different homes before she found her forever family. And Michael, this is how we worked so well together. Michael came up with this.
Is something I came up with. Chris, I do power walks every morning before I do my part-time job, and it's so quiet, and your mind is clear and it's fresh. And then all of a sudden, all these thoughts start popping into my head and coming into my head. Well, maybe we should do this. We're going to make it a multicultural neighborhood. And Harvey Crankmeister is going to be the police officer in the neighborhood. And she's adopted by an India family.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So she has different. Yeah. Cultures. So she kind of has to get used to this different culture. And she really, at first, pushes it aside, not because it's a different culture, but because she's been hurt so often with the other families. But she wants to be able to find her way, into this family and who really love her. And she finds that there's a whole different meaning of family and acceptance with this. But also, she's still, as an adult or as an older teen, we have her as she goes to therapy. So there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. We want to put that out there too, that child mental health is super important. Again, I think with a lot of the now situation where everything has to be, on screens or whatever, our children are missing a lot of that social emotional learning that they should be getting. And this one really talks a lot about the importance of social emotional skills and how important, that is.
Developing them. Go ahead.
It goes along with, if you see something, say something. If you're not feeling right and something is wrong, say something. If you don't want to say something to your parents, maybe say something to your favorite teacher or something. And if you need help, just ask for it.
Just ask for it. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. And one of the things Samantha says is a flower cannot grow without the help of the sun and the soil. So we in the rain, we all need to work together in order for the flower to bloom. And for the child to bloom. Everybody, everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Yeah. And I mean, this kind of goes along with saying, hey, emotional development, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional intelligence development is really important in teaching kids these skills that they can use. And then, of course, raising their emotional intelligence can help them in all formats of life when it really comes down to it, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Emotional intelligence. Get some today. You can order it. Or your favorite vendor of whatever emotional intelligence servings there are. And remember, one serving per day. Sounds like I should probably sell that in a can or something. You just drink it. Would you like some emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence.
Boy, I'd hand that out like water. So now there's a book 5 coming up. Tell us when this releases, or do you have a release date on this, et cetera, et cetera?
We do not have a release date on it. It's the baseball player. It's Billy Batkins. He's from Sluggerstown, New York.
Sluggerstown,
yeah, you keep telling them where they're from. I keep forgetting to do that. Sluggertown, New York.
Now, is there a Sluggerstown, New York? Because that sounds like Yankees and
Chris, when we're done here, you better write these down. I know you're gonna start looking them. You're gonna look them up when we're done here.
We were thinking kind of Cooperstown, if you've ever heard of that one in New York.
Oh yeah,
that upstate New York, big baseball town.
Sluggerstown,
Sluggerstown.
He's a baseball player, and he's the 5th and final co-founder. He's contacted by JT Jammer, and he contacts Billy Batkins because he's very caring and kind and has empathy for children and animals, and that's why he's contacted for what he's doing in Sluggerstown, New York.
Oh,
right. Yeah. Well, he's going to be a nature lover, and but his parents are divorced. So again, we're taking on these difficult situations and hoping to help kids. But we're bringing them in by using the sports themes. So the books aren't really completely about sports. They're more about that's just to help bring in the kids' attention, and then hopefully find something that they can relate to. Because, or even if they have a friend whose parents are divorced, or they have a friend who's been adopted, or something like that, or is struggling with social emotional issues or depression. So we just want to help children. Helping kids is what we like to do, right? That's one of the main mottos.
Yeah. It is, and now the group has formed. And they're all from the United States, obviously. And it does branch out from there, where a hockey player in Canada contacts Billy Batkins. This is down the road. So the series continues.
Liam Puckerson. Liam Puckerson is our hockey player, and that'll be book 6. Yeah, so spoiler alert.
So there is a book 6 then.
Oh yeah, and so on. There'll be more from different parts of the United States and different parts of the world that hear about the group, hear about the Sneable Sports 5, love what they're doing with the kids, and want to be a part of the KYDA, Keep Your Dreams Alive Foundation. And what happens is the Sneable Sports 5 are contacted when there could be an issue in a different school district in a different country, and how they should handle that. And book 6 will probably take us to up in Canada for an issue up there. We have some ideas. We have, so I want to back off from book 6 and go back to book 5, which
we're not quite ready there.
Billy Batkins. We have the first 5 or 6 pages written, and we go page by page, illustration by illustration. Maybe towards the end of this year, but the early part of next year,
I would say probably
would be better as spring training starts for baseball.
Spring training for baseball. That's always good too. Yeah. You got all these great baseball names and all that stuff. It's pretty funny. So, as we round out the show, anything more we want to discuss or promote while we have you guys here?
Do you want to talk about the merchandise a little bit, maybe?
Yes.
We can, okay. Oh, go ahead.
Sneable Sports 5 has their own website, they asked us to design it. And we got together, Jen and I got together, and we put the brain teasers by the way, those are free. The brain teasers and the puzzles, you can go to the website and print it out. They're free. And on the website, you'll find merchandise that
a link to our store. Right. Mm-hmm.
I left that's
lots of different shirts, as you can see behind me.
I left that out. Because a book is a book, and you're going to read it 3 or 4 times, and let me read that again, and you're going to slide it in the bookshelf. But what you do have is, yes, you have your certificate up on the wall, but you can also have a reminder, like maybe you want a magnet for the refrigerator. These
remind your kids that they're in a team. Yes.
Yeah, so they're constantly reminded that they're a team member of the Sneable Sports 5 every time they go to the refrigerator. Or, we have some, stickers available for your laptop or your notebook.
Your water cup.
Your water bottle,
Water bottles. Mm-hmm.
And you can also take these small gift items and, you can buy a gift bag. Slide them in there and give them to your kids. It's just
I take my lunchbox with me to work when I go to work. When I'm teaching, I take my little lunchbox with me that has the Sneable.
We've come up with merchandise that's a constant reminder that your children are a part of a team, and team building, teamwork, and team building, and they're a part of the team. And you don't have to be a star athlete.
Right. I was just going to say that.
Sneable Sports 5 team. You do not want it. You don't have to be a star athlete. Although them being athletes is what brings them together. You don't have to be into any kind of sports whatsoever to be a team member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and so it's just inspiring, motivating, helping kids have blueprints to figure out life, et cetera, et cetera. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having us. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And give us your .coms as we go out so people can find you on the interwebs.
Sure. SneableSports5.com. And it's spelled out with just Sneable and then the Sports 5. So there's only one S in the middle. .com. And the 5 is number 5, not the word.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for coming to the show. We really appreciate it. Folks, order up the books wherever fine books are sold. Read to your kids. It's really important. We need more critical thinking. We need better emotional intelligence in this world. We need more intelligence in the world. It's getting really Idiocracy, the movie, around these days in 2025. So somebody's watching this right now from some Terminator 2 underground AI has overtaken the world, whatever. I don't know.
Right. We want to avoid AI.
Well, he thought it was bad then in 2025. You should see now. So anyway, guys, just joking. Order of the book wherever fine books are sold. The first one in the series is called Sneable Sports 5. Meet Tommy Tacklebarry, team leader, out April 11th, 2025. Thanks very much for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, linkedin.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss 1 on the TikTokity, and all those crazy places on the internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you guys next time. And that should have us out.